glad to be back and to have the opportunity to be here. And I never imagined I'd be doing this again. I had the honor of serving 16 years as governor, and I was president of Des Moines University, which trains a lot of doctors and healthcare professionals. Loved what I was doing, but I've been watching what's going on in the state government, and I was really sick about the mess that Governor Culver's got the state in financially, and the lack of leadership in terms of focusing on the things that are important to our state's future, jobs and education, and restoring fiscal responsibility. And so I am proud to be back in the race for governor. We've obviously been successful in the primary, and I have with me our Lieutenant Governor nominee for the Republican Party, Senator Kim Reynolds from Osceola. And I'll introduce her a little later, but I want you to know that I'm really excited about the opportunity we have in 2010. The state's facing some major challenges. We have the worst budget mess we've ever had, a projected deficit for the next fiscal year of $1 billion. We've had, seems like, one scandal or mismanagement after another under Governor Culver. It even goes back to when he was Secretary of State with money that was misspent on election laws, which is now being claimed back. And then the situation with the film office, and then the Department of Aging, where they gained the long-term care ombudsman in contrary to federal law, and then the pay-for-play scandal involving Racing and Gaming Commission, where Culver wrote the commission saying they should give 4 more licenses, and turns out the Peninsula Gaming Interest said gave $25,000 to gambling promoters for 4 Dodgers, gave that money to the Culver campaign the next day. That's being investigated by the DCI. Special prosecutor has been appointed by the Attorney General about it. Most recently, we've had this thing involving the Liquor Commission, where they misspent money. And the governor says, well, the Attorney General said I couldn't fire this person who used to work for the Attorney General, but they don't seem to be willing to produce the memo, so we don't really know if it was the Attorney General or the governor that's really involved, or both of them. But obviously, it's starting to sound a lot like the way Illinois is operated. You know, we've always had honest, open, clean government in Iowa. We need to restore that. I'm committed to doing that, choosing the best people to manage state government. I think that's critically important for the future. We need to restore fiscal responsibility. I will work with the state auditor, David Bopp, who is at the CPA and a leading advocate for fiscal responsibility in Iowa. We will put together a 5-year strategic budget plan for the state and insist the legislature pass a 2-year biennial budget, not a 1-year budget. And if they try to circumvent, in 1992, you know, we did spending reforms, got the whole budget off autopilot, got the budget balanced on generally accepted accounting principles, established the 99% spending limitation, put in place the cash reserve and economic emergency account, and we filled those accounts, and we cut taxes, and I left the state with a $900 million surplus and a record level of people employed and only 2.5% unemployment. Contrast that with today. We have the highest unemployment we've had in 23 years. We have a projected deficit of $1 billion. That's got to change.
I could not be more honored and more tickled and so appreciative of the confidence that the governor has placed in me to be a part of this team and a part of this ticket. We're crisscrossing the state, and we're everywhere that we can be, talking to people, introducing ourselves, and more importantly, listening to what they have to say. And this is just one example of what we've been doing. It's a very aggressive schedule. When the governor called me and asked if I would be his lieutenant governor, I said, absolutely, I would be honored to do that. And I am ready to hit the ground running. And now I know from working with the governor, he takes that very literally. When we announced, and you have to be very careful what you say to him. When we announced today, we did our first kickoff tour. We hit 7 cities that day. We ended the night with a fundraiser, and we turned around and did it the next day. So we really are, and I did that as a state senator and as a county treasurer. I think it's very important to meet with the people, talk to them, and really get their response. And then we do a better job of representing their issues, because it's different across the state, and we need to hear about what we're doing and how that impacts you. So I'm very tickled to be a part of the team, very excited about it. I consider myself a very hard worker. I've done that in any position that I've had, but I think I've met my match. And really we're having fun, and the energy that we're promoting from each other, it's going to go a long way in accomplishing what we hope to do. As the governor indicated, I worked 14 years as the county treasurer in Clark County, and I'm very proud of my record as county treasurer. I've worked tirelessly to find the most efficient ways that we could to provide and expand services to the citizens of Clark County, and to do it at the lowest possible cost that we could. I was involved not only as a county treasurer, but through our state association. I served as the president of our state association, and really I always talk about that being my second family, and it really is when you're in that position as long as I was. And I've got a great network of local officials really across the state, and that's one of the things I'm excited about doing through the administration, or one of the roles that I hope to play, because we talk about a 15% reduction in the cost of government through efficiencies, and I hope my role in that can be kind of a liaison and a facilitator between local governments, municipal governments, and the state governments, and really put down that defense, put down the guard, come together and truly take a look at how we can provide the best possible services to the taxpayers of Iowa at the lowest cost. And sometimes, and I think what we can do, and the driver's license was one example, and why I think I can play this role is sometimes it makes sense for those services to be pushed up and provided at the state level, and sometimes it makes sense with the infrastructure that's in place for that to be pushed down to the local level. A driver's license is an example. Another example that I like to talk about is providing e-commerce and technology and a web presence to counties across the state of Iowa. I was part of a 3-person team, and what we did is we collaborated with all 99 counties in the state of Iowa. I'm from a very rural area, grew up in St. Charles. Kevin and I, my husband, have lived in Osceola for 19 years now, going on 20. And as a small county, we did not have the capital to really invest in a payment engine, as well as several other rural counties. But really, citizens were wanting the capability to renew their vehicles and to pay their property taxes online. Snowbirds, while they were gone, wanted to go online and be able to do that. So what we did is we came together, we collaborated, we developed one website, one payment engine, and it allowed citizens across the state to be able to renew and pay their taxes online, and it was at no cost to Clark County. So those are just a couple examples of what we can do to provide more efficient, effective, transparent, accountable government to taxpayers. Because every time we duplicate the services at the state or at the local level or within a county, then that's a tax increase